It was 1993, first I came to Cambodia. And one morning I was photographing Angkor Wat. A few minutes later, I found myself surrounded by children. They are very cute, sweet, with shining bright eyes. But I noticed a few of the children didn't have an arm or legs, and I found they are the victim of a landmine. The second year when I came to Cambodia for photography again, I found a father and daughter. And the girl happened to be about the same age of my daughter, about 10, 12 years old. And while I was there, the girl died in front of our eyes. That was a moment I decided I want to do something about it.
"30 years ago, the Khmer Rouge under Pol Pot devastated every aspect of Cambodian society. The murder of 2 million citizens destroyed the educated class, including medical professionals and their vital infrastructure. Only 40 of the 4,000 trained doctors survived this brutal rampage." Deeply affected by his encounters with impoverished and malnourished children in desperate need of medical care, Kenro was moved to action. He formed Friends Without a Border, a foundation designed to bring awareness and funding to pediatric care in Cambodia.
In Cambodia, about half the population are children under 15, and that's a huge portion, and that is the future. So if we don't take care of the children well now, there's no good future.
Basic health care does not cost a lot here. Things that we take for granted in the more developed countries, people and children are lacking here, and they don't cost a lot. So it's just an issue of having the presence and having means and infrastructure to disseminate the right information about health and the medication.
Using his photography to raise awareness, Kenro and Friends Without a Border were able to fulfill a dream in 1999 with the opening of Angkor Hospital for Children.
Since then, over 420,000 children have been treated.
65,000 kids die a year in Cambodia. Majority preventable. Diarrhea, pneumonia, measles.
These are ailments that, in the United States, would be far less consequential. The lack of education and financial means in the rural provinces compounds these problems. Poverty strikes very hard here. The average weekly wage in Cambodia is around $7, but the cost of transport to the Angkor Hospital can be far greater than that.
Sometimes they need to borrow the money from other neighbor or to sell a cow or a house for whatever, just for reason to get some money to get here, because they can get the best care in our hospital.
This is Chuan An, one of the more fortunate ones to make it to the Angkor Hospital for Children. Born with the HIV virus, he was originally admitted to the hospital suffering from acute malnutrition and pneumonia. As the result of Angkor Hospital for Children's care, Chuan An is now able to lead a more normal life back at home.
The accomplishments of Angkor Hospital for Children are drawing considerable international awareness. Former US President Bill Clinton was able to see firsthand the remarkable strides that Angkor Hospital for Children has taken. A visit to any children's hospital is always a moving experience, and the President's visit was no exception. President Clinton was inspired by the care and attention for sick children that is cultivated at Angkor Hospital for Children. His visit to the hospital gave hope and encouragement to patients and staff alike, and left a lasting impression on all who witnessed it. The international attention on the hospital has extended to numerous other famous personalities.
Legendary producer and philanthropist Quincy Jones is lending his support. He sees firsthand another element in the success of the hospital, the home care program, where doctors and nurses visit recovering children in the home environment of Cambodian villages.
Her husband died.
From HIV?
Yes. And her mother also positive.
We met a lady 35 years old, who's HIV positive, and her son is too.
She has 4 children, but only 1 infected.
It just tears my heart out to see so much grace and elegance and inner peace that you just can't even describe. It's incredible.
In addition to the home care program, the hospital provides medical expertise for health education in local communities.
Also, we're working with the capacity building and health education program to send the doctor and nurses to provide care at the community, and also to get training in our hospital, and then to provide the care to patients at the health center.
This concept instills a measure of empowerment and community esteem. The Angkor Hospital for Children exists not only to treat children in Siem Reap, but is now recognised as an official teaching facility and a great asset to the entire country. In 2006, the hospital had over 1,000 Cambodian doctors and nurses complete part of their training in Angkor Hospital for Children. Staff at the hospital are very conscious that everything that these people see will affect the way they bring healthcare to Cambodians.
Angkor Hospital for Children is a remarkable institution. There they have a keen understanding of the needs of the families and the children. They're a very understated place. They're diligent, industrious, dedicated to the children, and it shows. They just do their job, and they do it incredibly well. They're an inspiration, actually, to the many other hospitals and clinics throughout the country.
Despite the well-deserved recognition as an educational hospital, the grim reality of the day-to-day work is never far away.
This is certainly the area where we have the sickest children in the hospital. 25% of the kids in this room will die. Almost 1 a day person will die here. The reason kids die, number 1 reason, they come to the hospital too late. So many people pass hospitals on the way to get to this hospital. If we can start to work in those hospitals and build up what they're doing, the kids won't have to wait as long. It means just less kids will die. There will be quality service closer to where they live.
Other provinces in Cambodia have suffered dreadfully for the lack of paediatric facilities. Angkor Hospital for Children has proved to be such a success that it can now reach out to assist regional hospitals and drastically improve paediatric care.
This reminds me of Siem Reap Provincial Hospital. 13 years ago, first I came to visit. There are patients or empty beds, but really no pediatricians.
As a typical government hospital, it lacks many basic necessities to provide even the most elementary healthcare. From the lack of supplies to the absence of doctors, these facilities struggle to meet the growing need.
I like to see that we recruit a few of doctors and several of nurses from existing hospital here and train in our hospital, in Angkor Hospital for Children, to bring them their skill up to the standard of our hospital. Because the teaching aspect is very important for our project. without the teaching, there's no future.
That future now seems more hopeful in many ways, in a country in dire need.
There are 40 regional hospitals like this in whole Cambodia. Theoretically, if we can apply this same program into every 40 hospitals, then whole Cambodia's children's in a good hand.
Friends Without a Border needs your help. As little as $300,000 can provide a paediatric wing at a regional hospital. Less than $1 million can fully fund a project like Angkor Hospital for Children. A simple dream of one man can become the reality of many.